to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Blake Spartman's golf coach here at the University of Memphis. And Coach, new to the first show we've done with you here.
Absolutely.
So I know you've been around since last fall, but probably new to a few people here. And first of all, a belated welcome to Memphis since you've been here already. And how you liking Memphis so far?
So far, so good. It's the first time living in a legit city. So there's stuff going on every night, great food. Music. Finally got my wife here this week, so things are starting to get a little more normal.
I'm sure when you took the job at Memphis, you did not envision coming in your first winter of golf practice once they got back from the semester break, having to deal with so much winter weather.
Well, it was weird. We actually got in 8 qualifiers and things were going great, but then come tournament time, travel time, of course it starts snowing. But coming from Oklahoma, you deal with some stuff too, so it'd be nice to not see things drop out of the sky this year.
Right, there you go. All that wind blowing off the plains. You came to Memphis and you've traveled around. You mentioned you've been in Oklahoma, had a stop at Kennesaw State. You've been elsewhere building up for this job. So you've been around some pretty big programs.
Been around. I was really blessed at Oklahoma. I had a great boss in Ryan Hibble. Learned some great stuff about being at a quote unquote big time place and how they do things, and trying to bring some of that over and. Along with 10 other years of experience. So it's been a pretty long road already.
What was it about the Memphis job that really attracted you?
It's one of those jobs that when you're talking to other coaches around the country, it's like, man, I think they should be really good. And they certainly had done some good things in the past, but you feel like when you know the town and the golf, and particularly the support that the city provides for the entire department, you really feel like there's something special here and something that could be taken advantage of. So it's an exciting opportunity to see what we can do here.
You mentioned a large metropolitan area has got to be good for a golf program. You can drive around and see a ton of municipal golf courses, private golf courses. You have the PGA event here in the metro area out at Southwind. So there's obviously a lot of talent to draw from.
Yeah, a lot of kids come play golf here at some point during their junior career. We service a lot of areas, obviously, with Arkansas, Missouri. All these states are so close and all these people. So it's a pretty unique thing. Everybody's been here for something. Whether it's Elvis or junior golf, it's I don't really have to explain where Memphis is, which is nice.
Let's talk a little bit about the team this year. You come through the fall. You're at the semester break. You've played a couple tournaments already. I know you'd probably like a little bit better result, but you still have a lot of golf to be played here in the spring.
A lot of golf. We've got 3 regular season events and the American Conference Championship down in Florida at the end of April. So there's still a lot of golf to be played. This coming week is a huge opportunity at Floridian. Coming off past couple weeks where maybe performance wasn't certainly what we wanted. I still believe in my heart that we've got something special lined up, and we just need some things to come together, and maybe a couple good breaks wouldn't hurt, and see if we can get something rolling.
Tell me a little bit about the team. What do you like about this squad?
I really appreciate how hard they work, willingness to listen and learn. It's one of those things you're trying to teach, you're trying to get things through their head, and you see they're grasping it, but maybe when you go into competition, it's not hard-lined yet.
Right.
So you see some old things creep back in, and as a coach, obviously that's frustrating. It's frustrating for them, and I think that's maybe rolling a little bit too much right now. And so if we can get some good mow and see some of the things we've been working on come to fruition and come a little more naturally and not be forced, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Does the winter make that hard, as you say, to kind of hard line it? Because you have a great facility in the Flock Golf Center, but if you're hitting out of the bays and just on the practice green, it's not the same as going through 18 holes.
It's not. We try to do some things that make practice as real as possible, but it gets difficult. It gets frustrating.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit boring and stagnant, and then all of a sudden, going down to our first event, Mobile, getting out of town was not much fun.
Right.
Slid a few times on the roads. It's just stressful and boring, and you finally get there and you're kind of fighting off some anxiety because you haven't been able to do the prep that you'd like. But at the end of the day, most schools are dealing with it this winter, unless you're really far south. So you just got to figure it out and go play some golf.
You mentioned the Floridian down at Palm City, Florida, coming up next week. Who else is going to be on that? I imagine it's going to be a pretty tough tournament.
Great field. I'd say it's probably top 5 strength of field in the country. Perennial powerhouses, Georgia Tech. I can't even name off the list, but it's a big time tournament. Great venue. I had a chance to go down late fall. Really cool place. It'd be nice to hopefully have almost guaranteed good weather.
Right.
Knock on wood. That's not a smart thing for me to say, but it'll be a good chance for our boys to measure up and see where we're at. And again, coming off maybe some not our best golf, it's a huge opportunity if you go do something good.
Right.
To a huge jump in the rankings, get yourself back in the fray. So we're trying to get inside that bubble.
And I know you got a little bit till the American Championships, but I'm sure you've taken a look around the conference. What do you think about the American?
The conference is really good. When things kind of fell apart in certain conferences and realigned in others, the American kind of got the best of several. Conference USA was really strong, and we got a lot of those teams. Houston's really good. South Florida, Central Florida is really good. I think there's some programs that maybe aren't performing great right now that will in the future. So conference-wise, it's strong. There will be no faking it. We'll have to go play some really good golf.
Sounds good. Coach, best of luck next week.
Thank you so much.
To Memphis.
Bye-bye.
Blake Stark, men's golf coach here at the University of Memphis. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.